Hi everybody and welcome to this video where I will explain the basics of conditional formatting. Conditional formatting is a very powerful tool to help you analyze your data in an efficient way, and it also can make your worksheet look very great. So enjoy the video and please leave a comment if you liked it. So this video is about conditional formatting, and it is all about this button here on the ribbon on the home tab, conditional formatting. Conditional formatting makes analyzing numbers much easier by visualizing your data. When you work with lots of numbers, formatting it in the right way under conditions makes your analyzing much more easier. Also, conditional formatting can make your worksheet look more beautiful. And conditional formatting is only about setting rules in the right order. And you also see on the top here the new rule, clear rule. It's all about rules. The first thing I want to show you is a simple conditional formatting rule. Format only cells that contain. So I can say a new rule, and when I click that, I get this little window. I see all kinds of conditional formatting, and the first thing I want to show you is formatting only cells that contain. So I can say my cell value is equal to, for example, 8, and I set a format by clicking here, and for example I want a yellow background. I click OK, and now you see my cell will become yellow because the value is 8. When I change it to, for example, 6, it won't be yellow because the conditional formatting checks if the value is 8, and if so, the cell becomes yellow. What we also can do is using a formula to determine which cells to format. I can do the same like here with this cell, but now I will use a formula to determine which cells to format. I can type a formula always starting with the equal sign, and I can just click here, this cell equals 8. And again I have to set the format, let's say a blue fill, OK and OK, and now it's blue. When I change it again to 6, it won't be blue, and when I type 8, it will be blue. So that is basically the same like here above, only I used a formula. And you can use a lot of formulas to make a conditional formatting. Here are some other things I want to show you, which you can use in data sets. I made a list of various numbers, and I can format them all based on their numbers. So I click format, conditional formatting. I say new rule, and I can click format all cells based on their values. I can choose a scale to a 3-color scale. Well, let's go for a 3-color scale. Red to yellow and then green. I can select if the lowest value is red and the highest is green, or I can also go for the opposite. I just click OK, and I see all my numbers scaled with the colors green to red with yellow in between. The highest numbers are green, the lowest numbers are red, and all in between is orange, yellow. I can also use a color scale. It's basically the same, but I can just go to here, and when I drag my mouse over it, you will see the data set changing various colors. I can choose here, for example, the yellow and green 2-color scale. It's basically the same as this one, but it's a faster way to get there. So when I undo this again, I can show you the next one, which is format only top or bottom ranked values. Again, I select my data set with numbers. I can click conditional formatting and I say new rule and I select this one, format only top or bottom ranked values. Let's say I want to format the top 5 values. I can also click the bottom 5. Choosing a format like a yellow background for the top 5 values. Click OK and I see the top 5 values are yellow. Well, you see 7 yellow cells. That's because the 9, the 8 and the 7 are the top values, but the 7 is multiple times in this set, so all 7s are getting a yellow background. When I undo this, I can show you this one, format only values that are above or below average. Again, I select my data set, I click conditional formatting, and I select this rule. I can choose whether it's above, below, equal or above, equal or below, and some other options with the standard deviation. Well, I click above, setting the format to yellow again, click OK, again OK, and all values that are above the average, which is 5.4 in this case. So all values 5 or higher are formatted with a 6 or higher are formatted with a yellow background. So when I undo this, I can also show you this one, format only unique or duplicate values. I can again select my data set, click conditional formatting, new rule, and select this one, format only unique or duplicate values. I can select duplicate or unique. Well, I gonna choose unique here. Again, I choose the yellow background. I click OK, OK, and I see the 8, 3, 2, and 5 are unique. Only one time in this data set. All other numbers are multiple times in this data set. So it's a great way to recognize unique or double values in your data set. I do this again and I can highlight cells rules. Is this one. I can easily click, for example, in between. I can say every value between 4 and 8 with a yellow fill, for example. So all cells between the two values I just typed are now formatted with the formatting I chose. I undo this again and I can show you some other nice features like the data bars or the icon sets. Again, select your data set and here are the data bars and the icon sets. When I click data bar, when I drag over with my mouse, you already see what's happening in the cells. I can choose a color and just click one and I get a purple data bar in it. So the cell with the value 1 has a short bar and the 9 has a long bar. I can undo this and I can say the icon sets. So for example, this arrows in green, yellow and red. I can click it. All the high values get a green arrow up. The medium values get a yellow arrow to the right, and the low numbers getting a red arrow to the bottom. I can adjust these rules, I think, by clicking more rules, and I can choose the icon set, and I can set some rules when is a value green, yellow or red, so I can adjust the conditions of that. So the last thing I want to show you is how to format a table in a dynamic way. So you see a table here with headers and 3 rows of data underneath it. And I want each cell to be a line on the outside when it is filled. The first cell of the row is filled. So I can select these 4 cells. The first line, in this case it's the header of the table, but that doesn't matter in this case, and I can click conditional formatting, manage rules, and I want a new rule. I'll use a formula to determine which cells to format, and the formula in this case is the equal sign, and then the first cell of the 4 cells I select is not equal to nothing. So basically it says is not empty. It is filled with a value. Here I have to watch at the dollar signs. I want to apply this rule also on the rows underneath it. So the 20, row 20 is not absolute. It must be relative, a relative reference. So I need to adjust that. And I click to format these cells, and I say an outline on these cells, and I click OK, and again OK. I will apply this rule now, and I click OK, and you will see all cells have an outer line. Now it's just easy to select these 4 cells, and I can fill this down to the bottom. Now this is not what I want, but I can select the autofill option, fill formatting only. So here is my data back, and now you see only the lines with data are applied with the outer line based on the conditional formatting. But the advantage of this way is that I can just add another line underneath. I will say the next line is about melons, and when I type melons and press enter, you see also this line has the outer lines around the cells. So I can just fill this in, and I can fill the line, and I have a conditional formatting which only formats the cells that I used in my table. So that was the last tip about conditional formatting I wanted to show you. So thanks for watching this tutorial about conditional formatting. I hope you can use one of these tips in the future, and if you do so, please let me know in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the video, please like it, and don't forget to subscribe.